What is up, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and in this one, we're going to be talking about how the New England Patriots are looking to make trades to their offense, not just at wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, just their offense in general, trying to get better weapons for whoever the quarterback is, but also trying to entice Tom Brady to come back with better weapons. Of course, free agency is expected to start within the next couple of weeks. Within the next month, we're going to have the draft starting up, but this specifically, when the news dropped, said trade. Okay, the New England Patriots are looking to trade with a team to add an offensive piece. For the most part, the next few weeks are going to be centered around two big things. Okay, that's going to be re-signing players, signing new players via free agency, and of course, hearing a lot about draft prospects. But that does not mean that we're not going to see trades. In fact, so far, we have seen quite a few trades happen within the past couple of days. I mean, AJ Boye from the Jags to the Broncos. You just had the Chargers and the Panthers swap offensive linemen. And the thing about trades is that you can make trades, okay? You can already go out, reach other teams, be like, all right, we'll trade you a 5th round pick for this player. Or we'll trade you this player for this player. You're allowed to do that. There's no rules against it. It's not like signing independent free agents, which teams are not allowed to do right now. The thing about making trades right now before the March 18th new league year starting is the fact that the trade is not official. It does not officially go through as an active trade until the new league year day starts. So basically, any trades that have been made, Boye to the Broncos, the Chargers and Panthers switching offensive linemen, that trade is going to happen. It's going to go through, but technically, the trade has not happened fully. So the Patriots could go out right now and sign anyone, but if we're going to look at the logistics of it, it's not going to be official. In fact, the NFL has history of pretty big name players being traded right around this time. I mean, let's look at last year, for example. Antonio Brown being traded just around this time too. Odell Beckham Jr., Joe Flacco, Michael Bennett. It's not uncommon, so it shows you that this truly could happen. The Patriots could make a trade within the next couple of weeks. We could get a trade tomorrow for all we know. And it is not uncommon for it to be pretty big names. Now, that being said, don't expect it to be a huge name, but at the same time, they're looking to trade for an offensive piece. They're trying to entice Tom Brady back, so I wouldn't imagine they're just going to go out there and sign some unknown player. The next thing here is the fact that the New England Patriots, over the past few years, have been known for making pretty big trades around this time. Last year, it was defensive end Michael Bennett. A couple of years ago, the Patriots traded with the Saints for Brandon Cooks. So definitely don't put this out of the picture because this is pretty Patriots-like. Now, let's talk a little bit about the possibilities. Let's look at the outlook and try to figure out what the route the New England Patriots most likely are going to take is. Now, the Patriots, looking at their cap situation, probably are not going to go out and try to trade for a huge big market player that has $10 million on their contract. Now, there is the possibility they will, and I definitely would not put it out of the picture because, like I said, they are definitely trying to revamp this offense and really entice the big name players on the Patriots offense to bring Tom Brady back. A good way for the Patriots to get a good player on a low contract is going to be something Bill Belichick does all the time. And that's going to be trading for rookies that are in the last year of their contracts. Players that can be very good, can be playmakers, but because they're still on their rookie contract, are going to be on a lower budget. Now, some names that I definitely think that you guys should watch out for when it comes to trade candidates. Now, this is some players. This is not limited. Of course, there's so much more other players out there that the New England Patriots 100% are looking to possibly trade for or make a move for. Before some offensive pieces, some guys to watch for are Odell Beckham Jr., Will Fuller, Kenny Stills, Curtis Samuel, Cooper Kupp, Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, Cortland Sutton, James Washington, Christian Kirk, O.J. Howard, Gerald Everett, and Ed Dixon. Really, the New England Patriots have to upgrade at essentially every position on their offense other than running back. I don't think they need to upgrade at running back whatsoever. I think the problems really stood out because of blocking and their offensive line. But the number one and biggest issue here, when you look at all the problems we're having, is going to be pass catchers. Okay? The question mark of Tom Brady coming back or not coming back has to do with the fact that we don't have any weapons to give him. Our offense basically did nothing last season because we had no pass catchers. So if I had to make an educated guess, I would say that that first trade that he's going to make, as in Bill Belichick, is going to be some type of pass catcher, whether that is a wide receiver or a tight end. The Patriots could use help very much at both. Something I will say here, though, is the fact that there are going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of very good tight ends that the New England Patriots could look to in free agency. Okay? And there's so many good names that not every player is going to be making big top tier money. Okay? The Packers are expected to release a guy like Jimmy Graham. That could be a guy that 100% the Patriots look into. Of course, you also have guys like Eric Ebron, Hunter Henry, who may or may not be on the market depending on if the Chargers decide to put that first round tender on him. And then, of course, you have the guy who is probably the best tight end on the market, or considered the best tight end on the market, in Austin Hooper. And then, of course, there's a low-budget name that the Patriots could also look for in Jordan Reed. Really, this is the best season for the New England Patriots to make moves at tight end, okay? Because in every aspect, there's players. There's players you can trade for. There's so many good tight ends that you could pick up in free agency for a lower price. Okay? There's even guys in the draft you can pick up. So Bill Belichick, don't fall short this offseason. The big thing here is that the New England Patriots do not want to wait to make moves. Don't want to wait to bring in, playmakers and guys that are going to make a difference. One, for the fact that they tried doing that last year and it did not work out well for them. Okay? And two, you don't want to keep waiting and then Tom Brady just goes, all right, well, I'm done waiting. You guys aren't making any moves. I'm going to go with another team. Okay? Build your foundation heading into free agency and heading into the draft. I think that is the best way for the New England Patriots to start this offseason. But that is going to be it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on the New England Patriots looking to make a trade for an offensive weapon? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already for all of your New England Patriots content. But other than that, I will catch you guys in my next video.